And now we bring to you our main event of the evening. In this corner, with a population of 476,000 people, we bring you Shaolin's own Staten Island. And in this corner, we bring to you the city that literally never sleeps, the home of Broadway, the Knicks, and so much more, with a population of 1.6 million people, we bring to you Manhattan. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the 5 or 10 people watching on YouTube, hopefully it's more, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Hey, it's me. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. We took a little bit of a YouTube hiatus for a little bit while, but today we're talking about what's the positive and who wins between Staten Island and between Manhattan. So let's get right into it, shall we? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into this video today about the differences between Staten Island, New York and Manhattan. Hey, before we get started today, I just want to thank you for watching this video today. And again, we do videos on pretty much anything having to do with Staten Island and what it's like to live here and what are the positives and negatives. So do me a favor, hit on that subscribe button below so anytime that we do a new video, you're going to get notified right away. And also, if you have any questions or want to see a specific video or town or whatever it happens to be about Staten Island, New York, no problem. We got you covered right here. If you have any questions on anything about Staten Island, New York, and you don't want to put it in the comments, it's not an issue. You can send me an email. You can shoot me a text message. You can even send me up a smoke signal if you have to. But reach out to me. Let me know if you have a question or hit on those comments below, and we'll do what we can to try to help you right away. Now, also, don't forget, at the end of these videos, we do a little bit of a blooper section, so you'll see what it's like when we try to make a video and some things just don't go the way that they're supposed to. So don't forget, at the very end of this video, check them out. And with that, let's get into it.
When New Yorkers say New York, what they really mean is Manhattan. You've got the best of the best right outside your door, and you're going to be caught up in the pulse of the city. New York, or Manhattan, is one of the most densely populated boroughs in all of New York and the most densely populated city in America. It's got the most amount of income, but it's also one of the country's widest gaps of income inequality. Did you know that tourism is part of one of New York's wonderful things, which 50 million people visit every single year to pay homage to Central Park, the Empire State Building, Times Square, as well as Broadway? And also, don't forget the Knicks, even though everybody else does, but it's sprawling enough to find places that can only be your own. Manhattan has everything to do with stimulation and sensory overload, for lack of a better term. I mean, the pros are, again, if you're sitting there and you're looking for your TV experience like Sex and the City and Taxi and Muppets Take Manhattan and all of those other kinds of things, it's one of the most exciting cities in all the country, and everything is right in your front yard. So, but the cons are the average rent hit over a little bit over $4,000 a month. Yes, that's a month. So if you think you're going to be, this broke artist in Soho, you kind of missed that train by about, 40 or 50 years. The other half of it is getting around in Manhattan. It's by far the easiest and quickest commuting borough out of all 5 boroughs. Literally every single train goes through Manhattan. You have buses that go across town, and you can pretty much hail a cab 24 hours a day. The new city bike program also lets you borrow bikes, and since there's a pretty good chance that you'll work in Manhattan, you may very well be able to walk to work. So again, depending on the price that you were looking at, Manhattan is definitely a viable option if you're looking in compared to Now, Staten Island, of course, has its own unique challenges, right? So it doesn't have the hustle and bustle that the city has, if that's what you're into. But you're always in close proximity to the city. And we also, as I've said in previous videos, have our own cultural experiences between Sailor Snug Harbor and between all of the other things that we have going on. You've got the conference house, you've got in the middle, you got Richmond Town, which we've discussed on previous videos as well. There's a lot of things to do in Staten Island, New York. And again, when we start talking about transportation, obviously we're transportation challenged, if you will, because we have no subway. It's the buses and it's the ferry, as well as your car, if you have one. So it sometimes make it a little bit difficult to get around. But that being said, on the reverse side, it's also very, very open, meaning it's one of the least densely populated cities out of the 5 boroughs. We've got lots of open space. And now, due to the whole coronavirus situation, a lot of people looking to move to Staten Island because they don't want that hustle and bustle that New York had. And now they're just concerned about having a little bit more open space, having their yard that they can go and sit in and kind of go from there, as opposed to the hustle and bustle of Manhattan. So, that being said, who wins between Manhattan and Staten Island? So, as I said in a previous video, really where you live in any of the 5 boroughs is going to depend on what you're looking for, meaning what is your lifestyle. So if you're looking for the hustle, bustle, New York experience, Times Square, being there for everything, the nightlife, the this, the that, then guess what? Manhattan's going to be your spot that you're going to want to live. And just so you're aware, it's going to cost you a couple of dollars. But if you're looking for a little bit laid back type of a lifestyle, lots of open space, lots of things to do, and you're only a 30-minute boat ride or a 45-minute drive into the city, then Staten Island is definitely a place that you're going to want to look to live in. And it's by far one of the more affordable boroughs to live in the 5 boroughs of New York.
Hey, I want to thank you for watching this video between what's the differences or positives or negative and who wins between Staten Island and between Manhattan. I really appreciate you watching this video, and don't forget, make sure you hit the subscribe button below so anytime we do a new video, and they normally will come out weekly, you'll get notified right away. Right on here, send me a... And in this corner, we bring to you the Borough of Boroughs, the place where the...